Hello everyone, uh, it's Naomi here, and today I am going to read one of my favorite stories so far, and I really hope you like it. If you are a TaeKook fan as me, you're surely going to like this story. It's written by Never Enough, and the story it's called Moving. So far it has 11 chapters. I'm going to read the first one, and if you like it, I totally suggest you to go and check the rest because boy, this story is amazing. So let's start with the first chapter, and it goes like this. Why isn't it raining? Taehyun mumbled to himself. He brought his hand up to shield his eyes from the scorching sun that was clearly mocking him. You would expect that on such a sad day, it would rain cats and dogs, maybe a little storm to appear, but now there was not even one single tiny cloud on the sky. Instead, the sun was shining brightly, but with a light breeze that stopped them from getting too hot. The perfect weather. Nature definitely was not on his side. Today was the day he helped his best friend and secret crush from 2 years, Park Jimin, to move in with his boyfriend Min Yoongi. Taehyun sometimes really questioned his sanity. Who would help his crush to move in with some other guy? But what should he do when his best friend asks him to help with these damn puppy eyes he's got, looking all weak and vulnerable? Ha! Weak and vulnerable, as if he knew really well that Jimin was nowhere near to being weak and vulnerable, especially since he met Yoongi. Jimin always had his own mind and would attack anyone that dared to try and hurt what he cherished. But he did have his own set of worries, too, and was really self-conscious before. Taehyun had always tried to make him more self-confident, complimented him whenever there was a possibility, and showed him how much he meant to him. But Jimin, although thankful for it, never truly believed him, saying he was just doing that since they were childhood friends and such. Only after Yoongi appeared in Jimin's life, he got more confidence. Yoongi did what he couldn't, and Taehyun was glad for that. Of course, he was also envious, since he had wanted to be the one to help Jimin, but more than that, he was just happy his best friend had learned to cherish himself. Therefore, it was hard to actually dislike Yoongi. Min Yoongi, also mockingly called Suga by his friends because of his sweet gummy smile, was a hard-working guy with a cold face and a warm heart. Those that don't know him easily get the impression that he's a lazy ass, almost apathetic and really rude to top it off. But everyone that takes the time to get to know him learns that he is only always sleepy because he's so passionate about his work that he often cuts his sleep, and that he may say harsh words, but that they were always true and meant to help. Yoongi cared a lot for the people that he liked. He just didn't display it in public, except for Jimin. The little cheat managed to make the cold city guy so weak for him that he couldn't hide his feeling for him. His eyes practically oozed tiny little hearts whenever he looked at him. Not that Jimin was one bit different. Well, he probably was, since he showed his affection not only with his eyes, but clung to the older every chance he got. But this was nothing new, since Jimin always had been a cuddler. He just changed his favorite cuddling subject from Taehyun to Yoongi. Taehyun was abruptly torn out from his reminiscing when something ice cold slid down his back and was caught at his waist, where he had tucked his shirt into his trousers. It seemed like an ice cube by the form of it. He shrieked and turned his body in every possible angle, trying to avoid direct skin contact while getting the ice cube out. When he finally managed to fetch it out and pull it out, it wasn't hard to find the culprit. He was still standing, or more like bending, right next to him, laughing his ass off while holding his stomach, tears in his eyes from laughing too hard. It was Yeonjin Kook, the little rascal. The other guys in the back were also laughing, but Jungkook was the only one near enough to be the evildoer. Jungkook was Youngie's little cousin, or better said, younger cousin, since he was clearly taller than Youngie and probably 2 times as bulky. He came together with Jung Ha-seok, Youngie's and Jungkook's other cousin, to help them move. Taehyun had met Ha-seok already once before. He was a nice guy, bubbly and bright, leaving you no other chance than to like him. But it was Taehyun's first time meeting Jungkook today. At first, he seemed a bit shy, but they'll still hit it off really well together as soon as Jungkook got more comfortable in his company. Taehyun got to see the mischievous side of him, only proven once more when he had stuffed a freaking freezing ice cube down his back. "So you find this funny, Jungkook?" Taehyun asked, pointedly harmless, throwing the cube in the air before fetching it again. Jungkook, who noticed the danger ahead of him, stopped laughing but kept a wide grin on his face and straightened his back. "I thought you were hot since you were talking about rain. I only wanted to help you to cool down a bit," he retorted. Seems like he had heard Taehyun's muttered words from earlier. "Want some more?" Jungkook asked, pointing to the cooling bag 3 steps away, filled with more ice cubes. Let me think about it," Taehyun replied, taking a step closer to Jungkook, throwing the melting ice cube in his hand up once again, acting like he was seriously thinking about it. I think this one should do." That said, Taehyun sprinted forwards, trying to get his revenge by stuffing the ice in his hand down the younger's shirt, an eye for an eye. Unfortunately, Jungkook had already expected it, and therefore he was fast enough to dodge it and run away. But Taehyun wouldn't let it go so easily and ran after him, not being able to contain his joy any longer and laughing out loud like Jungkook. They ran for quite a while, Jungkook clearly being the faster one, toyed with him by running back and forth, getting slower so Taehyun could fetch up, only to sprint ahead again when he nearly caught him. Taehyun, being stubborn, wouldn't give up until Jungkook finally stopped running, panting heavily but grinning from ear to ear. Okay, you win. I could actually use that ice now," Jungkook said, nodding his chin towards Taehyun's hand while fanning himself with his shirt. Somehow, it suddenly gotten hot. Taehyun laughed and then laughed even harder when he looked at his hand. Jungkook was confused at first, but joined him when he saw the thin ice flick in Taehyun's hand that once was a cube and had melted to this sad leftover piece. "What a pity," Jungkook said when he finally calmed down a bit. "No cooling ice for me then." He winked at Taehyun before he lifted the hem of his shirt to wipe the sweat off his face. "Nice abs," Taehyun thought, looking at the revealed stomach of the younger, but he didn't take the time to revel in them and instead approached the other who wasn't looking and grabbed his neck with his ice-cold hand. "Yeah, what a pity," Tae replied, while Jungkook shrieked and let his hand wander further down his back, causing the other to stumble forward and drawing up his shoulder blades in the attempt to avoid the sudden cold. Taehyun laughed again and thought to himself that the weather maybe was right. It wasn't actually that bad of a day. And with this, we came to the end of this amazing story. And I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. And see you guys in some other video. Bye bye!